Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, welcome back to the show, Just My Thoughts. I am your host, Eric Daniel Coughlin. And today, the Thought Tracker day right before it's Tuesday night, uh, June 25th. We are exactly one day away from the NBA draft. The NBA draft is tomorrow night, and my Bulls are slotted to have the 11th overall pick. So tonight we're going to break that down. We're going to play catch up in the world of the Chicago Bulls since we're a night away from draft picks, and we've already broke headlines of making a crazy trade. So that's what I thought I'd do. I thought I'd let all you guys first of all get some content because it's been a while, so it's nice to see you guys. Second of all, break down what's been going on and what's been needing to happen and what should still happen with the Chicago Bulls. So right off the bat, as soon as season was over with, Billy Donovan was fortunate enough to have his wishes and get to restock his coaches. So we fired pretty much everybody. All the assistant head coaches got assistant coaches and doctors like team doctors and all that stuff. Like all the team that the people around the team, pretty much all of them out the door. And got to bring in Wes Unsealed or Unhilled. I'm sorry. And then we also brought in another guy after that. So we've got all new doctors in the house, so that's good. We got two new assistant head coaches. That's kind of crazy that we got two assistant head coaches, or like we have an assistant coach and then like he has an assistant. So it's kind of weird, but it's also good. So health has been an issue, right? So we lost Zach 2 years in a row. We've lost Patrick 2 years, which is half of his rookie deal. Haven't seen Lonzo in 3 years. We lost Derrick Rose years ago. Jimmy Butler had problems when he was here. Joakim Noah had problems when he was here. So we've had problem with health pretty much since about 2000. Let's just call it 2011 till right now. So about the last 12 years, we can't keep a guard healthy, and we can't keep any physical, specimen like a Joakim Noah, like Andres Nocioni in '07. God dang, what a guy that guy was. Another prime example, the Derrick Rose thing, the Jimmy Butler thing. Jimmy likes to bang bodies, so Jimmy would get hurt. So that happened. So we got head coaches, or we got assistant head coaches. We got assistants to the head coaches. We got new doctors. We've got new trainers. We've got a whole new regime, coaching wise. So that might be a great thing. That's probably something that needed to happen maybe 10 fucking years ago. It's just wild how some people can keep NBA jobs and not even be good at them and keep them for a very long time. It's just really strange how the sports world works. Because I'm pretty sure it all boils down to them being like home doctors and town doctors, right? So it's like the Bulls, the same people that work for the Bulls probably work for the Bears, probably work for the Cubs, probably work for the Hawks. Ironically, around, you know what I'm saying? So pretty sure something like that happens, which explains why we're always beat up all the fucking time across the board. But anyway, let's not get off track. Like I said, we broke news yesterday. Chicago Bulls broke news, or day before yesterday, we traded Alex Crusoe to OKC for Josh Giddey. So the whole world's talking about this in negative ways, and it's mind blowing to me that anyone could think that this is a crazy trade. I think this is a great trade because I'm sorry I didn't mean to get up on the microphone. I think this is a great trade because first of all, for Alex Crusoe, um, this gives him an opportunity to not only compete in the West for a title. So I mean, they're going to do great. OKC was good last year. They've been growing for the last 3 years. I told you guys about that on earlier podcasts. I told you don't be surprised if they're in the top three. Well, they were number one, and they fought Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. So that's a badass team. And now them getting Alex Crusoe, that's great because for 3 years we've asked him to be a power forward. So Alex Crusoe is a 6'5", 195, which he gained weight in Chicago to about I think we got him up to about 210 pounds because we were playing him as a power forward. But this guy is a point guard, a shooting guard, a wing, but by no means ever is Alex Crusoe supposed to be a power forward. Yet that's what we asked him to do for 3 years. So and he did it. Not only did he do it, like kudos to him. He's got to be the baddest mofo in NBA. If you don't think that Alex Caruso is the best on the ball defender in NBA, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think you've watched Alex ever play, or you definitely not a Bulls fan. You definitely haven't been seeing the things that this guy does. Um, he always takes the team's best player, whether it be KD, whether it be Giannis, whether it be LeBron, whether it be Jimmy. He legit attacks every top dog, and he does great at it. So we lost a great piece, but we gained a great piece. And I smile. Things are about to pick up in Chicago offensively. Here's the thing, we've had to fight all year last year to score 100 points, and like the NBA average now, the way the game's played and the speed and the three ball, like your average everyone scores like 112. So if you're struggling to score 100, you're going to lose a lot. And we've been getting killed because of poor coaching. Like I'm personally against Billy Donovan. I've said that against earlier podcasts. If you follow me, if you watch me pretty regular, you know you've heard me say it. If you know me personally, you damn sure have heard me say like I'm completely against Billy Donovan, but the city's all for him for some reason. So he's not only here again, he's going to be here. Like I'm pretty sure he signed a 3 or 4 year extension. He turned down. Opportunities to go back to college. For some reason, we're stuck with Billy, so he doesn't really know how to run a program. I've talked about that before too, but we're not gonna break all that down. I've broken all that down already. What I'm saying is though, Josh Giddey brings in offense. So this guy's 21 years old, which is great. You know what that means? That means he can play 10 years for us. All things go according to plan. Saying that there's gotta be a plan because I've already kind of built one. So if I've done it and I'm not a professional, I'm pretty sure the front office already can see what I'm trying to brew. So let's do this. Josh Giddey, 21 years old, he can give you a great 7, 8, 9 years. A great. We're going to catch this guy completely in his prime. What has he done in the last 3 years with OKC? He knocks down the door of a triple double. So his numbers don't wow you, but his performance is incredible. It's again, he's going to be 21 years old. He averages 16 points a game. He averages 7 assists a game. He averages 5.5 to 6 rebounds a game. He's listed as a 6'8" point guard. He's knocking on the door of a triple double with a team that just competed in the Western Conference Finals. So, what do you think that's going to do for him in Chicago? That's going to elevate him. Why? Because there is no Shea Alexander, right? There is no Lou Dort. There is no Jalen Williams. Like, he's going to get the ball in Chicago. Yeah, for right now, let's etch in DeMar DeRozan. Let's just etch that in. And I said that for now because we don't know what's going to happen. But so he's going to get the ball. He's going to be our number 2, our number 3. So listed right now, we still have Zach, we still have DeMar, we still have Vooch. But even with Zach, DeMar, and Vooch, you list them at the 3 options. So he's going to get the ball. Plus, we already know Zach LaVine's up for trade. That's been up since trade deadline. He's been up for trade. That's going to happen. We just don't know when, where, or who. Probably tomorrow night. So Josh Giddey's numbers, on a competitive team, he are very good. So on a team that's trying to rebuild, just say that. Just say that. On a team that's trying to rebuild, he becomes what? The number 1 option, which the rebuild consists of Kobe White being the man. So then he's got to be the number 2. Okay, being the number 2 option from Kobe White, that's great, right? Because then, so what are you saying? What I'm saying is, futuristically, Kobe White, 25 years old. Ayo Dosunmu, 21 years old. Josh Giddey, 21 years old. That's our big 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's our future. So Josh Giddey running the point guard, Kobe White running the shooting guard, Ayo Dosunmu running small forward. Etched in right now, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic. Let them clear their contracts. See you guys later. So the big question is, what are we going to do with the rest of the team? So I don't know. Speculation is Zach is already supposed to be out the door. They're not saying nothing probably until tomorrow night. And they may not do nothing until training camp, but they've been shopping him for ever since trade deadline last year. So they've been shopping Zach pretty damn heavy. The odds are 85% of the chances are he's out the door. We just don't know where and for what. That's okay. Then we have Lonzo promising to come back. So you etch in Lonzo at the 6 man. You keep Julian Phillips because you drafted him last year. You got lucky. You got a draft pick. It ended up being Julian Phillips. This dude is a freak, phenomenal athlete. He can run the court. He can jump out of the gym. He can pretty much do it all. He's like small frame, so you etch him in at a small forward, but possibilities is he can gain weight because he's still young. I mean, he can hit the weights pretty heavy. Mike could be swear. I know this is calling it early, but if the body frame works out for Julian Phillips, you might futuristically looking at a power forward to replace DeMar DeRozan. Futuristically, like I said, things have to. I'm giving DeMar 3 years. Just saying. I'm giving Vooch 3 years. Just saying. I'm not giving up on my team. But I am investing in the team with dead weight. I'm gonna let Lonzo fill out his contract. Just hope for the best. Just hope for the best. Trading Zach. Hope to God we trade Patrick. Okay, if it ends up being a package. Listen, this is crazy, but this is what I would love to see tomorrow night. I swear to God, been a Chicago Bulls fan my entire life. If you know me, you know that. You know that what I'm about to tell you, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and the number 11 overall pick tomorrow night. All packaged together, and I don't care where it goes. What? Legitimately. There's so much talent around the league. I don't care where that package goes. For instance, let's just break this down like this. What if it's LA? Okay. And I'm talking about the Lakers. What do you want? The Lakers got a whole lot. I'll take Rui Hachimura. I'll take D'Angelo Russell. And I'll take a future first round draft pick. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 years down the road. I'll take that for what I'm offering. And it don't have to be, I mean, pick for pick. It could be 11. It could be 13. It could be, I just want a future first round draft pick. Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and I'll shake your hands tomorrow night. How you doing? It's time to give up on what's weighing us down. What's been weighing us down? Patrick Williams has been on the team for 4 damn years. Let me lay out his career for you. Rookie year, played 79 games. Pretty impressive. Sophomore year, played, I don't want to cut him short. I think it was 36. Third year, not last year, year before last, played 82 games. Thank you, Pat. Last year, played a whopping, this past season, ladies and gentlemen. Don't quote me because it could be short. 18 games. It's hit or miss with Patrick. It's been hit or miss. And when he does play, this is what he averages. When he does play, 82 plus, 100 plus games, in a 4-year deal is fucking trash. Sorry, Pat. You're the one getting hurt. He brings you 8 points, measly 5 rebounds, sometimes 3 assists, possibly 4 turnovers. He's killing us. People say, oh, you got to have faith in Patrick. Oh, he's young. Oh, he's only 22 years old. Oh, don't give up on him. Okay. Since people feel that way, let them feel that in Los Angeles. Let them feel that in Orlando. In Orlando? Yeah, in Orlando. This is what I do with Orlando. Franz Wagner, who's already supposed to be our player, I'll take him. And Wendell Carter, who used to be our player, I take him too. Wendell Carter, Franz Wagner, 4. Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and the number 11 just to sweeten the deal. I do it tomorrow. I shake your hands. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not catching what I'm dropping, I literally don't care what the package is. Sometimes you just got to cut a man loose. We just lost a great player, Alex Caruso. Great player, Captain Caruso. So if we just lost a great player, you damn well better believe the guys that have been paid and ain't been putting up got to fucking go. And the 2 people, the biggest fish in this pond that ain't been pulling their weight, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, bye-bye. I shake your hands tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I want them gone, and I hope that they're going to be gone. Hey, sweet tea tonight, by the way. I like to tell you guys when I drink, so I'm not getting lit. I'm literally drinking sweet tea, which I'm always drinking. Or Dr. Pepper. So, That's why it's hard to fill the bench, right? So you let's just call it right now, Zach and Patrick gone. Let's just call that right now. So I've already given you Josh Giddey, um, Josh, Kobe, Io, DeMar Voos, six man Lonzo. You hope to keep Julian Phillips, and you're going to slot him at the power forward, even though it sounds crazy. Coming off the bench, Julian Phillips, how you doing? For some crazy reason, I'm okay with the idea of keeping Javonte Green in the mix, maybe be the bench small forward. Okay. So that means we need a point guard for the bench, which is supposed to be Javon Carter, so that may still work out. He's still on contract. You say, well, we still have Dallin Terry, but hey, I don't want him. He could be gone. Bye-bye, Dallin. Put him with the trade bit. I don't care. I'm already counting out Andre Drummond. I think Andre Drummond's going to get a big contract. I think it's going to be his last contract of his career. I predict that we're going to see something like 4 years, $62 million to a contender. What contender? I don't know. It could be. I don't want to put out lies and hopes and dreams, but in my eyes, for him, he's got to chase a title, right? So if he's going to chase a title, let's just throw him to Dallas and see what he can do. Hell, give him to Denver. Look, we've seen him tag team with Joel Embiid. We've never seen him tag team with the Joker. The Joker and the Drummond would be crazy. I'm okay with him going to Denver. How you doing? So if you see what I'm saying, I'm expecting Drummond to be gone. So we have to fill the bench, which the Zach and the Patrick trade package with the 11th pick could fill that bench. Because then you would say Wendell Carter's coming off the bench playing power forward. Then you say Franz Wagner is the sixth man. Lonzo Ball is going to just be the bench point. Franz is the 2. Julian's the 3. Wendell's the 4. Who's the 5? You just find somebody in free agency. 5s are everywhere. Don't even have to be in the league very long. Prefer them not to be. Actually, like maybe work out a trade deal with Miami. That Jovic kid that they got, I think he's pretty good. I like 7-footers. I just do. Because of Shaq, because of Pau Gasol, because Dirk Nowitzki. Even Tony Kukoc was a big boy. I like my power forwards and my centers to be big, which is why I love Vooch. Which is why I love Drummond. But I don't want to keep Drummond. And I damn sure don't want to keep Torrey Craig either. It's almost like we have to rebuild, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we have to warm ourselves up to. It's now or never, and it's not for the championship. What? It's now or never, and it's not for the championship. If we don't break apart and rebuild this offseason, if we try to do it next year, everybody's older and everyone's less valuable. If we hold Zach one more year, we can ruin everything, especially if he doesn't even play. If we keep DeMar, it shows people that we are willing to commit if you're willing to put up. So that's good for the franchise. Respect Vooch because there's just not many like him. There's just not. But even if we found a way, who's to say we don't trade this 11, with the Zach or with a Patrick and stay in this draft? Hell, we could draft a bench center second round. Sure can. Why not? Hell, we still got our G League players. That Songo dude probably going to stick around. Mark my words on that. If he makes the main roster next year, you heard it from me first. He played pretty good. He replaced Andre Drummond in the last 5 games before the play-in bracket. He looked like he was Andre Drummond, other than the size. But I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the roster for that bench, at least the opportunity to fight for that bench slot. I'm telling you, our Bulls are going to be completely different, and relatively the same. But here's the good thing: could be better, right? As Bulls fans, you gotta be sick of the play-in bracket, right? I'm sick of the play-in bracket. I've been sick of it. I think it's cute. I like the longevity of the playoffs. It's awesome if it's not your team in it. It's pretty freaking embarrassing if you're that 9th seed, if you're that 10th seed. That's like the bottom of the barrel. It's not like, period. It is the bottom of the barrel. It's not where you want to be, especially if you are the Chicago Bulls. So then You have to ask the biggest question that no one's willing to ask. How important is DeMar if we are still going to be fighting for that play-in bracket? What if we didn't have to fight for that play-in bracket and DeMar gets to fight for a championship? Sign and trade for DeMar DeRozan for LeBron James. Team swap. Bulls trade down, draft Bron Jr. 55. Bulls gain James and James. And they both play on the bench. Well then, who's going to take DeMar's spot? Wendell Carter. Were you not paying attention? I want Wendell back on this team, and I would love to have Franz as an addition, be my sixth man. Hell fucking yeah, I would love Wendell Carter and Franz Wagner on this team way more than I like Zach LaVine and Patrick Williams. How you doing? So in my mind, that's what I'm doing. Even if it never happens, but in my mind, that's what I'm doing. Adding both of the Jameses and letting them play with Sir Wagner and letting him play with one he's already played with, Lonzo Ball, and won a championship with one Lonzo Ball, and having his son. I dare say we'd be definitely better. So, are you saying DeMar DeRozan ain't as good as LeBron James? I'm saying they're equal. Plus, we get a bonus James. Even if DeMar DeRozan can hang with LeBron James one-on-one, which I don't know about all that. I'm not saying it. I'm saying I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying even if. Okay. But don't you think that they're going to want to play differently anyway? Don't you think DeMar still thinks he's a starter even though he's going to be 35 years old, where LeBron's be like, hey, I'd love to teach my son how to play basketball. Are you kidding me? Don't you think it presents something different? I think so. So, yeah, I would do that all day long. Not saying that that would happen, but that would be freaking sick. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, as Bulls fans, get ready for a brand new team because it's going to happen. We should not, like I said, 85% chance, no Zach LaVine. 70% chance, no Patrick Williams. 70% chance, no Andre Drummond or Torrey Craig. We're fixing to lose a lot of players. We're fixing to gain a lot of new players. Welcome to the new Bulls. And you heard it from me first. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed what you heard, you like what you see, always feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, always feel free to cash at me, Erick Daniel Coughlin, #Coughlin Pride. Have a nice day.